Assalamualaikum everyone. Today I am starting a new series on artificial intelligence, and my students are Maryam Masud and Fatima Masud, and all of you, of course, who are watching.
We're so excited, and I'm studying computer science, so inshallah will be very helpful for me.
And I also want to study computer science when I grow up too.
Inshallah. So let's start the concept first, right? Today I will talk about the fundamentals, the concept, and some of the basics of artificial intelligence, inshallah. Okay, let's start.
Okay, so today's subject is AI.
That's good. AI, right? We are talking about?
AI.
Yes. Give it to me, Fatima. So we are talking about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence.
Like a short text.
Right? Yeah, that's right. So let's see first, let me ask you, what do you understand? What is AI? Can you, Fatima, Maryam, maybe, do you know what is AI?
So it's a simulation of human intelligence.
That's right. How about Fatima, do you know anything about AI?
AI is a branch of technology that
Talks about?
talks about human intelligence.
Excellent, excellent. That's completely right. Now hold on a second. Let me explain a little bit more. So the real definition is, like Maryam says, AI is the simulation of human intelligence by software-coded heuristics, meaning software-coded models. Heuristic means something that tends to learn naturally, right? That's called heuristic. Software-coded heuristic. And you know, Maryam, what is software, right? The code that you write, that is software. So before we show you what AI covers, right, but you need to understand what is human intelligence. Okay, do you know what is human intelligence?
Human intelligence is like
Number one.
Is like walking, the talking,
Excellent. Talking.
and moving of things, like you're holding a box.
Excellent
and
idea.
Moving it.
Also hearing. And thinking. Look, thinking. How do you draw a brain? This is a brain.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Now, let me see what are the areas you covered, right? So, Fatima says talking, walking. Maryam says moving stuff, hearing, and you also said thinking, right? So let's make a group, right? So if I say this circle is the artificial intelligence, what it covers, right? So we talked about talking, right? We talked about hearing. We talked about thinking. We talked about what else? We talked about
Moving things.
moving things. So when we talked about one of the major thing you missed, what is seeing,
Seeing.
right? Fatima is in charge of drawing, right? Seeing.
Okay, let's see him.
Okay. Good.
That's what eyelash.
Can you change the color? No.
Yeah, make it red.
Okay.
Fatima, you just said it covers what? It covers seeing, right?
Seeing.
So which is in computer language it called it computer vision, right?
Yeah.
Computer vision. Okay, seeing in computer vision. In AI world, this becomes a discipline in AI. It calls computer vision. You talked about speaking, right? We speak, right? So in computer, in AI, that's called natural language processing, NLP. Natural language processing. Because talking is not just talking. You are really learned a language, right? You know English, you know Arabic, you know Bengali, you know English. All those languages, that's in AI term. They call it natural language processing. Remember? Okay. Now, you talked about...
If you translate something on Google,
Hmm?
if you translate something on Google and you press the hearing button,
Yeah, Google also use Google Assistants also use like natural language processing because you can translate, right? There is a translate feature. That's more like this, but it's way higher than that. Next, what else we can think of?
Thinking.
Thinking, right? So thinking is, what do you call it? Thinking, or in better, like you are like moving stuff. Let's cover that first, right? You are moving stuff, you are lifting stuff, you are gesturing. All those things is covered in what? Can you guess which one is it? Robotics, right? Robotics. Robotics is one branch where all the moving, like gesturing, everything, how the robot works, right? That's covered in this. Okay, what else is missing? Text to speech, right? Text to speech. That's more like speaking as well. Speaking. Text to speech. So then, under this artificial intelligence, we talked about computer vision, which is like seeing, right? Human, if you compare, it's like seeing. Natural language processing, the way you speak, like you speak in Bengali, English, Arabic, that's natural language processing. Like moving stuff, right? Gesturing, lifting stuff, your body movement, everything is covered under robotics, right? And then text to speech, meaning it's more like speaking, right? You are speaking, like, that's also part of text to speech. You basically translate, right? From text to speech, that's covered by text to speech. All these bubbles you see here becomes a discipline within artificial intelligence. But there are more. So one of the other major thing is machine learning. And like Fatima already wrote here, ML means machine learning. But is machine learning same as artificial intelligence?
No.
It is not. If you want to learn more about machine learning, please join us back in the next class, in the next episode. We'll talk about what is machine learning, how is it different from artificial intelligence, how is it similar. Okay, inshallah, we'll see you soon.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome back to Artificial Intelligence episode 2. Today we'll learn all about AI. Are you excited, Maryam and Fatima?
Yes, inshallah.
So what is the subject today? Do you remember? So far we covered, let's go to, we covered what is artificial intelligence. In the last session we covered what is artificial intelligence. Today we will go to, is machine learning same as AI? That's where we stop, if you remember, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is machine learning same as artificial intelligence, Fatima?
No.
Can you tell why it's not same?
It's kind of the same thing as AI, but it's when the machine is learning.
Okay. Maryam, any idea? Is machine learning same as AI?
Yeah, as Fatima said, I think it's like part of it, so people sometimes use it interchangeably.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In a lot of times we see that machine learning and AI, these two terminology used interchangeably, but in reality they are not exactly same. And you will learn in a second what is machine learning. Yeah, as you can see here, this is basically the summary. In the next few slides, in the next few classes, we'll talk about machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. So just in brief, artificial intelligence is the overarching superset of everything. Like think about the big circle if I draw around everything, that's artificial intelligence. And then within that, there is a small circle which is basically machine learning. As you can see, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Okay, so let's go to the slide where we talked about machine learning. So what is machine learning then? Machine learning is a capability that involves prediction and decision making based on a large amount of data. So you can think about it as a very sophisticated statistical model, right? Statistical model. You know statistics, right? Maryam is statistics. So it's basically a very complex statistical model. In this case, machine can predict based on the data that you provide to the machine, right? So like you mentioned before, in a conventional case, you write a code and then it does something. But in this case, machine is continuously running based on the information we provide, right? And as you can see, there are different types of machine learning. One is supervised machine learning, and then the other one is unsupervised machine learning, semi-supervised machine learning, and reinforced machine learning. From just the name, Can you guess like what could be the differences? Supervised, meaning it requires human intervention, right? It requires human oversight, right? So in this case, let's say when you provide a large amount of that data to the machine, in this case the data has to be kind of supervised. In the supervised data supervision means you have to label the data.
Choose what data.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of data it is. You have to like label the data. Okay, this data are for this purpose, this data is for a different purpose. That's why it is supervised machine learning. And then unsupervised, of course, that's opposite to supervised. You don't need any human interaction, any human supervision. The machine automatically learning from the data that you provide. And semi-supervised, any idea?
Half between.
Yeah, it's basically in a mix. In some cases, the data will be supervised, and in the other cases, the data will be unsupervised. And reinforced machine learning is basically a little bit interesting because in this case, you have a feedback loop, right? You give a set of data, and then based on that, so it's basically grading. Your data is graded by the machine, and then it actually improves as you go because it is a feedback. So you kind of provide some data, and based on that, it makes some prediction. If it is wrong, then it will refine it, right? That's why it is reinforced machine learning. Clear, Fatima? So one thing, the L, the learning, we are talking about learning. The letter L, ML, we call it, machine learning is what? ML. Fatima, can you say what is ML?
Machine learning.
Yeah. So L, the letter L is coming for learning because machine is continuously learning. Clear? So machine learning still is a subset of artificial intelligence, but in this case it is making prediction, decision based on the huge amount of data that you provide. One interesting aspect I want to tell about machine learning, the more data that you provide, what will happen? It is likely the machine will predict more accurately, right? That's very important.
Precision and accuracy.
Yeah, precision and accuracy will depend on the amount of data you provide. If we only
it's
give
kind of when we did like chemistry and we did some lab experiments, like the more data we get and the more we do it, then obviously the more accurate our data.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Like if you give only 2 sets of data, then likely it's gonna predict something. But if you give like 20 sets of data, then definitely the prediction will be much better. So now we understand what is machine learning, right? This way, right? Mm-hmm. No, the other way. Okay. Okay. The next is deep learning. Do you want to know about deep learning today, or should we?
Let's leave it for episode 3.
Episode 3. Okay, we can leave it for episode 3. So then, assignment for both of you, Maryam and Fatima, learn a little bit about deep learning. But I'll give you one tip.
Yeah, I know. Neural networks were originally inspired by the brain.
It's like brain. You have to really study how the brain works, and then we'll talk about that.
See you next time on episode 3 of
Artificial Intelligence.
Thank you so much.